Okay, g'day again. Right, another little bit of an update. Yeah, managed to repaint this front section. If you saw the other videos, you'd know that, yeah, that was all. This edge here was just completely rusted away from about here to right over around the other side, and I remade it, but yeah, I just sort of went by what was there, and I didn't actually have the bonding on it when I did it. And when I put the bonding on it, the gap didn't match, so I've had to cut it, push it back, prime it, paint it. So yeah, we've got that bit done. You've seen the mirrors. Yeah, backings are still not finished. I haven't actually touched them since I made the last video. Go some more on there. Yeah, also got this back section done, and yeah, and redid the guard after I damaged it. Painted the tail lights. I did try and buy I've got some rubber under the tail lights, which isn't off the real thing from Rares, but it doesn't really work. Whether you can see it or not, it's bulging out, it's got gaps under it, it's not really working. So I have to bite the bullet and buy the original ones, which is not expensive, but yeah, it's just, there's other things I need to buy. So anyway, it's going to stay like that for the time being. Probably even get it registered like that, and eventually I'll get some original ones. I did manage to get my other exhaust chrome bit protector, chrome tip, put it on it, and also my number plate light cover. That's got the same, off the real rubber, and yeah, again I'll end up buying the right one. But anyway, yeah, it'll do for now. And yeah, the point of actually making this video, been doing all the behind the dash stuff now. That hole was already cut in the dash, wasn't actually done very well. I had to actually get the Dremel in there and square it up a little bit. And yeah, I had a stereo left over from another vehicle, and it doesn't actually have the outer cover, the bit that goes around the outside here. And yeah, so trying to think of how I'm going to tidy it up, because when you put it in, you can see this cut edge of the dash panel. And I had a little bit of that same rubber over that I left on the tail lights, and yeah, what I've done is I've cut and joined it. I've never actually tried this before, and bought this glue from Rare Spares, and it's fantastic for sticking rubber. I think it's actually the same glue that I saw in another video. I think that was a Loctite glue that he mentioned, but yeah, it's absolutely fantastic on rubber. I've never had anything stick rubber as well as this. But yeah, what I've done, this is where, see, it's a little bit rough, you can see the exact join. And on this end, just gone over it with a bit of 400 emery. Over that one a little bit more. There's a little bit of, and yeah, makes it look like a proper rubber. So we'll be fitting that in. So yeah, if you ever have to stick rubber together, this is the best stuff I've ever come across. It's sort of like a super glue thing, but yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant for rubber. And the other one thing I wanted to show you, I was wondering how I was going to keep the radio in, or stereo in place. I had the stereo box that was still on it, and yeah, I was thinking of trying to make some bracket to hold it up and whatever, and I thought, well, I better put the heater control in and make sure there's room for it, and before I made a bracket. And what I just discovered is that the heater control's got these flat panels, and it was just the right height. So I've just tacked the stereo box straight on top of the heater control. Perfect. Just holds in there perfectly. So, yeah, real happy with that. Saved me a whole lot of work. Yeah, but of course, and this has been the story with this Volkswagen and any other car too. If as soon as you try and modify or change something, everything that goes near it has to be changed as well. You change one thing and it interferes with something else, and yeah, it just sort of keeps going. And yeah, another issue, this is a wiper motor out of a Mazda 121, which matches the steering column. I purposely did this because I wanted the intermittent wipers, and I wanted all the lights and everything on the console. And I made up a bracket for it. You can sort of just see it hanging down under there, or maybe you can't actually see it. Oh, there you go. And I had a bracket coming from there down to here, and then I found that was in the way of the air vent, the one that goes under the bonnet, so I had to change it, push it back further. And then when I put the stereo in, it was about a ½ inch too far back to get the stereo in place, so I've had to cut that off, and I'm going to have to change it again now. But yeah, that'll actually work out good, because there's actually a mount on the back of the stereo which comes right next to where the bracket is. So yeah, I'll also be able to put a screw into the back of the stereo to, there's a bit of extra support. Yeah, so it's all working out. And it's another issue you get with pulling a car apart and trying to put it back together, 3 years later, is you forget how it come apart. And I don't know how this happens, but you end up losing parts. You keep everything in a box and boxes, and you pack it all away in the shed, and when you go to put it back together, you can't find stuff. So I've searched high and low for the latch for the fuel door. I've also searched high and low for the hinges for the glove box. I know I had them. I took them off. The glove box lid was on it when I got it. I took it off, so I have to have them somewhere. And also, I remember seeing this latch in the boxes, but yeah, I've been looking for it off and on for 3 months, and I can't find it. So, yeah, I can do this without turning you upside down. You probably can't see it. It's going to be too dark. Put a light on it. So I ended up making myself a switch. I mean a latch. And you'd think that'd be pretty simple, but no, it was majorly complicated. Yeah, there's 6 little pieces, a cable, and a few bits of metal. There's a push-bike adjuster, there's a push-bike cable, and a few bits of metal. There's a push-bike adjuster, there's a push-bike cable, and a few bits of metal. There's a push-bike adjuster, there's a push-bike cable, and a few bits of metal. There's a push-bike adjuster, there's a push-bike cable, the actual rod is a piece of plastic, or piece of nylon chopping board that I cut up. Another piece holding the end of the cable. But I got something works. So yeah. And it's hooked up under here to the thing, so yeah, at least I've got that working now. I might put the original piece back in at some point or groove on it, but yeah. Now it works, happy with that. It's another thing done and I don't have to worry about for Rego. So, yeah. We are getting there. So we'll get this wiper mechanism finished now, and next thing I'm going to do, because I'm about to purchase more rubbers, they're actually reasonably cheap from Just Campers. Well, there's cheap ones and there's expensive ones. The German ones are expensive, but they got other rubbers there. I can get the rubbers for the 4 windows for 110. That's pretty good. But yeah, when I was getting to, I'm thinking about putting the fabric down these door pillars, or what they call the B pillar, and keep thinking that's just going to get filthy dirty, especially when we're out the bush in it and camping, and everybody's going to, the kids getting in and out of the back, and me getting in and out of the back, you're going to be grabbing it with dirty, greasy hands, and yeah. So I'm actually toying with the idea of just putting vinyl on it. I'm going to put vinyl on the floor too. I don't want carpet. Carpet will just get covered in mud. I want something I can clean. So yeah, I'm contemplating actually running vinyl down these B pillars. So yet to see how it looks and whether I like it, but yeah. Anyway, we're getting there. Thanks for watching. Hit like if you feel like it. Okay, bye.